Hey leaders, this is the 4th through 6th grade weekend preview video for February 19th and 20th. Let's talk about justice. Let's go! Welcome, friends. Here we go. This is the final talk for this series that we've been in this month called We Belong Together. And so far this series, we've taken a deep dive into the verse in Romans chapter 12, verses 4 and 5 that talks about the church being the body of Christ. And we've pressed into that metaphor in a couple of different ways. We've talked about how we're called to see differences in ourselves and in others, not as things that separate us, but as ways to unite our communities, to see the differences as a good thing. We've also seen how we're called to not judge people simply based on surface level assessments, to not judge the book by its cover, as we talked about last week. And then this week, we're going to highlight the importance of seeking justice for those in our community who are hurting or are on the margins. This is the next step from those two conversations, is to not just be okay when things are going well for me and the people in my circle, but to listen in to the voices of the people in our communities who are shouting out and speaking loudly where they see things that aren't as they should be, and to listen closely to see how we can encourage and come alongside the parts of the body who might be experiencing pain and hurt, and listen in to their experiences. Our calling as the body is to be united, to be one. And just like any body, if there's pain in your body, it's going to be felt all throughout it. And that's what we're called to enter into and experience and support each other in this process of being united and being one as the church. I'm going to transition into this next segment as we talk about the activity, but I want to do so with a quote that MLK gave in one of his famous speeches. And he says this: "Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere." And that hopefully will guide us as we think about this verse, Romans 12, 4 and 5, a little bit more. Let's jump into the activity right now. So for the activity, I'm just going to do a quick overview of it because it's pretty much a fairly simple one, but I just want to highlight the tie-ins of the activity. So you're going to have two separate word searches in your guys' bins. One's going to be a scrambled up word search, where all the words that they're trying to find are all scrambled. And the other one is going to just be a plain normal word search where the words are there and they have to just find them in the mix of letters on their page. The idea is it's unfair. It's unfair. Both these sheets have the same goal, the same outcome, but one is intentionally harder than the others. And so they're meant to do them individually, separately, and they may start to get frustrated. They may start to ask questions, and the other kids that have the normal sheet might be like, "What are you talking about? This is super simple." And use that tension or that frustration to help them see that the different experiences that we have as people, and how even though the goal, the outcome is the same and the words might be the same, the experiences that we have with it may look a lot different. And that's something that we should realize is something that plays out in our society and in our world and in the church as well. So that's the activity, and that's kind of what it will look like. To build on that, if we have time, which I'm hoping we will use the Romans 12, verse 4 and 5 as a reference for us to do a SOAP entry and maybe just dive into this metaphor of what does it mean to be the body of Christ, and what does it mean to come alongside each other and support each other, so that way we can all have the outcomes that we would hope for, and that the body can be built up, it can be encouraged, it can do what it was intended to do, which is to serve the head, which is Christ, and to love and to care for each other, to find unity in this body. So that's the way that the group time will go. We'll have activity, and then we'll have the SOAP entry after that. And both of those will all be dependent on time. And just real quick highlight, wanted to make sure to emphasize that if you didn't get a chance to take a challenge card home, this week's challenge, I'll attach it in the email. Or if you just had a different challenge that you were thinking about this week that you were challenging yourself with, come ready to share that at the huddle, and come ready to testify to that to your kids as you lead through your group time, to show them and model for them the next steps that you're taking in your relationship with Jesus. All right, I'll see you guys this weekend. Come 30 minutes prior to the class time or to the service time for huddle, and come prayed up. I'm excited to serve with you guys this weekend. All right, talk to you guys later. Bye.